you initially agree and then change your mind?
Sort of, yes.
Sort of how?
Before all that occurred, I asked Ms. Jackson, when was she gonna pay the other $500? Like, just throughout this whole process, they never paid when they told me they were gonna pay so that we could purchase the custom items that they wanted. Jason, she just came in and changed the whole design that me and Jackson had already been working on from day one. And then once she paid, that's when everything finalized. So then after Jason sent the money, I had no dealings with her. I'd never had any dealings with her.
My name is Janae. Please say Ms. Tyler.
So here's the thing. If they would have paid you the $500 that was the outstanding balance,
we would have had the party.
You would have had the party.
Correct.
She went out of town, so how was we going to have the party?
Did you plan on being at the party?
Yes, I did. We had already postponed the trip because of the party.
When did you decide to go on the trip?
I told her, yes, you can come. So when she called me the next day, I had another party. So I told her what I'll do is, I'll box up everything that I bought. You guys, I'm out. You guys can do this how you want to do it. So when I got home that night, as I'm packing up the stuff, I said, well, all this stuff is branded. I can't give you all this stuff that has my brand on it. And the way you're trying to set up this party, I don't want to be a part of that. I said, I'll give you your money back that you're entitled to, but it will not be the full $2,000 for all the work that I did. She said, no, 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 I want my money back. I want all of it back, or I want all the product. I said, well, you're not getting all the product. I said, this is what we can do. You can have anything that didn't have my business logos on it. And she said no.
Okay, I'm going to open it up.
Two questions. Why didn't you return the branded property, let them go ahead with the party, and then take it back?
This has my business logo on it, and I didn't want my business attached to anything that they had going on.
Do you understand? They paid you for that.
I asked her, please just give me the stuff. She was like, you're not getting no merchandise. I'm done. I don't want to have nothing to do with you guys. I'm over it. It doesn't matter. I'm not giving y'all nothing.
What really ended up happening was I asked to see samples of what had been done.
Show two things.
Just to make sure everything is copacetic and there are no surprises the day of. She was offended by me asking to see samples of the items, at which time she then told me she actually hadn't put any labels on anything. So all of that is out the window.
So why didn't you just give them everything but this stuff?
Because she said no. She said
she could either drop it off at the police station.
She said she wanted everything or she wanted all her $2,000 back. And I said that was not.
She called me the next day and said, I'm not giving you anything.
What do you think is a fair outcome? Because you kept everything that was purchased with their money.
Correct.
And they had to buy whatever they needed for the party. You think that's a fair outcome, that they paid you to essentially do nothing other than buying things that you're now going to be using for other events?
No. That's why I originally said that I would give them everything that had not been branded.
And how much is that?
That was like $400 worth of stuff.
How much did you pay for the branded items that she didn't turn over? You have a receipt for that?
You have my Zelle statements as well as my Amazon receipts, where I paid for another party planner to help me pull it off with less than 5 days. Altogether, it was another $1,435.
$1,400.
Yes.
And you had given her $2,000.
Yes.
How many kids were at the party?
It was 7 girls.
And Jaden.
And 1 boy.
Okay, I think we're good. Judge Tawalda, anything further?
No.
Parties are excused while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you all very much.
Ms. Jackson, Ms. Tyler, Ms. Carter, we've deliberated and reached a unanimous verdict. Ms. Carter, Ms. Jackson was very complimentary about your services that you provided on the party that she attended in March, the beach get-together. So clearly you have a talent in this space. But all three of us were very disappointed in the way that this was handled. You essentially walked out of their party a few days beforehand. They were left with nothing that they had paid for. I commend the two of you. It's no doubt due both to commitment and most likely Ms. Tyler's experience and the experience of a fortunately available party planner that you were able to put on such a wonderful party on such short notice, basically working from scratch.
Thank you.
You're clearly entitled to recover funds. We don't believe you're entitled to both a refund of her services and the out-of-pocket, because that would be a windfall, because you had a party that would have cost something. So we were left between refunding the services or awarding you what you went out of pocket, and we felt the higher amount was more appropriate. So we're going to refund you the full $2,000 that you spent on Ms. Carter's services. Ms. Carter, we understand that you spent time on it, but they didn't end up benefiting from any of that time because they were left without a thing to show for it. We don't believe that you're entitled to any more money for having worked on a party that you ultimately didn't provide for them. So we were also unanimous in dismissing your counterclaim. We find in your favor, Ms. Jackson and Ms. Tyler, in the amount of $2,000, and the countersuit is dismissed.
Thank you so much.